friends, let's start with today's recipe. First, I'll take you through the cake in the ingredients required for the cake. So here I have 125 grams of powdered sugar, 125 grams of plain flour or maida, 2 teaspoons of milk, 125 grams of butter at room temperature, 2 eggs that I've just beaten up well, 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence, and some food gel color, whatever your color of your choice. And this is a square tin of 2-inch thickness, which I've just put a kind of a cardboard which I've covered with some butter paper in the center, and then again I've put some butter paper on the top, and I've just brushed it lightly with butter. Now we're going to start making the cake batter. So I'm going to add the sugar to the butter, mix it well, and then I'm also going to add a little of the flour at a time and just fold it in well. So we're just going to add the sugar first to the butter and then the flour. So we're going to mix all of this really well together. Just fold it in. Then we're going to add the milk. And then I'm going to use my whisk and just whisk the batter well. And then I'm going to add a little bit of, I'm going to add the vanilla essence and whisk it till it's nice and smooth. Now we're not going to add any baking powder because we don't want this cake to rise. You'll see why as we go through the process of making this cake. So there's no baking powder at all. We're just going to add the eggs now. And again, whisk everything till the batter is nice and smooth. So this has a different consistency altogether, the cake. That's why we first started with the sugar, the flour and the butter, and then added the other ingredients. And now just whisk the batter till it's nice and smooth. So once the batter is ready, we're going to divide it into 2 equal halves like this. And then you're going to add colors of your choice. So I'm going with lovely pastel blue and pastel pink. So this is a rose pink color. It has this color on the top. I'm using the gel food color, and the make is Chef Master, which because I get a lot of queries as to Akshata, what gel food color do you use? And the other one is a pastel blue or a sky blue, and this comes from another company altogether. I guess it is Bake Master. So you can buy these online or wherever you get your stuff from. And now I'm just going to put this into the cake tin. We've divided it into 2 equal halves. So you're just going to put one side with pink, one side blue, or whatever colors you've chosen. And we're not even going to preheat the oven for this cake. We're just going to pat it down like this and just put it into an oven and then turn it on to 170 degrees Celsius. And we're going to bake it for only 12 minutes. After that, the cake will look like this. Let it cool down completely. Then you're going to demold it and take off the top and the sides and then just cut them up into 4 equal halves like this. Now don't discard the cake that you've cut off. You're just going to crumble it up and keep it aside. You'll see why at the end of the video. So now you're going to place the pink on top of the green and the green on top of the pink. So you should get it like this. And now we're going to put the butter frosting or butter icing. Watch the video till the end because I've shown you the recipe for this icing as well. So now you're just going to use this offset spatula and you're going to put the butter icing like this in the center and glue the 2 pieces together. Then you're going to put some of the icing on top. Just level it out till it's nice and smooth. And then you're going to put the other 2 pieces. So again, the pink on top of the green and the other way. And then you're just going to cover the cake with this remaining icing and then just smoothen out the edges. So you're going to put 2 layers of icing. So when you finish with the first layer, you're going to refrigerate it for about 15 minutes and then put the second and final layer. And then, like I said, we just crumbled up whatever cake we had taken off of the sides, and you're just going to put that on the edges like this. You can decorate it as you want or as you like, and then just smoothen it out. And then I just put the the blue on the top like this, and then I just decorated it with some mistletoe. And this cake has to be refrigerated because of the butter frosting. And now I'm just going to cut the cake up and show you how it looks on the inside once it's cut. It looks like a Battenberg cake, but Battenberg has a marzipan on the outside. So I've just used icing. I have posted a cake with the marzipan, so I'll leave a link to that below. And now I'm going to show you how I make my butter frosting, buttercream icing. So here I have 125 grams of butter. I'm going to whisk the butter for 5 whole minutes. That's very important. Now you'll see that the butter turns into a whitish color after 5 minutes. And to that I'm going to add 250 grams, that is double the quantity of the butter, 250 grams of powdered sugar, a little at a time. And you're going to continue whisking this till all of the sugar gets nicely incorporated with the butter. So this also should take you another 5 minutes. I actually put a timer on my watch and on my phone, and then kept it for 5 minutes. And then I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence, 2 teaspoons of milk, and again continue whisking it till it becomes really very, very light and smooth. And then you'll see that once it's all ready, you'll see how nice and light the buttercream icing or frosting is. And that's the recipe for the frosting. So I hope you liked today's recipe, guys. Thank you for watching. So friends, let's start with today's lovely swirl cookies. Now these are all my ingredients. Let me take you through the ingredients. Here I have exactly 200 grams or 1.5 cup of plain flour or maida. This is 100 grams or 3/4 of a cup of powdered sugar. 125 grams or 3/4 of a cup of butter at room temperature, 1 egg, food colors of your choice. This is 1 tablespoon of corn flour, 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence, and half a teaspoon of baking powder. So these are all the ingredients. So let's get started. So I'm going to put my butter, which is softened and at room temperature, in a large mixing bowl. To that, I'm going to be adding my powdered sugar. So all I've done is just taken regular sugar, measured it, powdered it, sieved it, and we're using it now. So I'm going to whisk the two of them together till the sugar gets well incorporated along with the soft butter. So you can use a whisk like this, and it should get mixed well like this. Now I'm going to add my egg and mix it in well. Add the essence, give it a good mix again. And now I'm going to add the baking powder as well as the corn flour. So now we got to mix everything really well together. Now I'm using gel colors because the color really comes out really well with the gel colors. Now I'm going to add my plain flour maida a little at a time, and I'm going to fold it in now. And once that is done, our cookie dough is all ready. So now I'm going to divide this into 3 equal parts, and I'm going to add colors of my choice. So I'm going with pastel colors with yellow, a pastel green, and a pastel blue. So you can go with any colors of your choice. And mix the colors in well. So these are the colors I've got. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make small balls like this, the size of marbles, and I'm going to set them aside. Try to get even sized balls and try to get equal number of balls from the 3 doughs. So here I've got all of that ready, and I'm going to show you how to make these. So you're going to place them like this, each color opposite, the same color, and then you're going to bring them together like this. And then you're just going to take them between the palms of your hands and just swirl them like this, very, very lightly, till you get this beautiful kind of a swirl design, and then just press them down. And now I've also lined a baking tray with some baking parchment paper, and I have also preheated my oven to 180 degrees Celsius for 10 minutes. So once you prepare the cookies like this, so you just place the same color opposite, put it together like a flower. It should look like a flower. And then once they all come together, just put them between the palms of your hands and just very gently swirl them like this, or roll them like this till you get this lovely swirl design, and then just press them down and then put them on your baking tray. So I got about 12 cookies from the dough that I was using, or from the ingredients that I was using. So if you want more of these cookies, then just double the quantity or triple the quantity. And now my oven is being preheated at 180 degrees Celsius for 10 minutes. And now I'm going to bake the cookies at 180 degrees Celsius for 10 minutes. We don't want to over bake them because we want to retain the color. And now you see the cookies are all ready. Let them cool down completely before you serve them or you store them. So you can see the design. It's a beautiful design. And because we've used gel colors, the color also comes out really well. So I hope you like today's recipe, guys. See you. Now for today's jujubes recipe, I've taken 2 tablespoons of gelatin. You can also use agar powder, half a cup of water, and mix this really well till all of the gelatin dissolves in the water. Now in a pan, I've taken 1 cup of sugar and half a cup of water, mixed it really well on a low to medium heat, and let it come to a gentle boil. Now we're going to boil this mixture for 10 minutes. We're going to do a water test where we're going to take 1/4 teaspoon of the liquid into water. And if you're able to form this soft ball, that means your mixture is ready. Now we're going to add this agar mixture or gelatin mixture to this sugar syrup and cook it really well for 5 minutes on a medium heat till the entire syrup thickens up really, really well. Once that is done, we're going to transfer this into 3 separate bowls to which we're going to add colors. Now generally it's always orange, red or green, but you can always go with whatever colors you want. Mix the colors in really well. Now I've gone with orange, green and red, as you can see in the video. Mix the colors in well. Now this has to be warm. Now I'm just using a mold that I already have. Just pour it into the mold. You can use a silicone mold or whatever, and just refrigerate this for 3 hours. Then just demold it and just roll it in regular sugar like this. And your jujubes are all ready. Isn't this really a simple recipe? And it's going to really make your Christmas plate look amazingly bright and colorful and festive. So do give this easy recipe a try, guys. Today's recipe as well as today's video, and if you would like to see more videos like this, then don't forget to leave this video a big thumbs up. Also by clicking the thumbs up icon. Also don't forget to subscribe to my channel and become a part of Akshita's recipes. Once you have subscribed, there is a small little bell icon that will pop up, so just click on that. That way whenever I put up a new recipe or a new video, you get a message for the same. So on that note, I'll say bye and I'll catch you in my next video sooner than you think. This is Akshita saying bye, take care, stay healthy, stay fit, be kind and loving to one another. So till we meet again, bye.